Dennis Quaid has been a staple in Hollywood for decades, and earlier we spoke with him all about his latest project and his first gospel album. Dennis Quaid, check him out.
It's looking cool with the guitars.
Yes.
Dennis Quaid, welcome back to DBL.
Yeah. Ooh, I love that smile. All right, last year you released your first album and you just released a DVD of it. When did you realize that you were like, yeah, let's take music out? I'm not a rocker.
Clearly. Sorry.
But when did you realize you were?
Look at his face.
I've always, music has always been a part of me. I've had bands, and I started playing guitar when I was 12. I mean, when you're a kid, acting, it takes other people. And music you can, do in your bedroom when you were a kid.
Yeah.
And I started writing as a defense because I knew I was never going to be able to shred a guitar. So writing was my defense and it stayed with me. And along came this opportunity to do a record for Gaither, a gospel record. And it was a great journey. Fantastic.
What inspired you to write gospel?
Well, I already had several of the songs written. Before I did the record, actually, I wrote the song "On My Way to Heaven." I wrote that back in 1990 when I got out of what I call cocaine school. When I got my life together with that.
Where is this school?
Al needs to get right there.
That was a song that I wrote, for my mother to let her know that I was gonna be okay. And then "Fallen," which is the title track of the record, I wrote a couple of years before I was offered to do the record, and it was, it's kind of autobiographical in a way. So along came the opportunity to do the record, and so it turns out that the record is kind of the story of my own spiritual journey through life. And I had five original songs, and the rest are songs I grew up with in the Baptist church growing up.
You better testify. Won't he do it? Yes, he will.
That's what it's all about. Testify, evangelize.
Testify.
Absolutely. I'm feeling it. Okay, so let's talk about one of your movies coming out this year. The Long Game tells the story, the very true story, of a group of high school golfers who were dismissed strictly because of the color of their skin. Was there ever a time in your life when you were underestimated, but you were able to prove them wrong?
Oh, yeah, sure. Everybody has that, right? In life, there's always someone saying no, and that's either going to stop you or it's going to be really great inspiration for you to go out and prove it. And this is a really good story. I love underdog stories, and this takes place in the 1950s. These 5 Chicano kids who were caddies at a golf club that they could not play at. They started their own team in high school and wound up winning the state championship the very first year at the country club where they couldn't caddy. And it's a beautiful story. It's much more than just about golf. It reminds me of a couple of movies I did, Breaking Away and The Rookie.
Right. We were just talking about The Rookie. And wow, I think that, this movie definitely, a lot of people need to learn this story, and I'm so glad you're amplifying it. But you're very busy because you also have Reagan. It's going to be released this fall.
Yeah.
You play the former president. Was it a challenge playing him?
Yeah, probably the most of any in my career because he was so well known, and a lot of people have very definite expectations about Reagan, and I know I do, but he was my favorite president, and to get to know him beyond just the video that's available, and he get to the person was quite a very I think.
Can't wait to see that as well.
No.
Yeah. I know.
It's going to be a Quaid kind of year.
Oh, good one.
I'm very proud of it, and it's coming out August 30th.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Right around the corner.
Wow, that's
Dennis,
huge.
thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations.
Really glad to be here. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Come back soon.
Please, DBL Nation, you can buy Fallen, a gospel record for sinners on both CD, streaming, and DVD at store.gaither.com. You can also see The Long Game in theaters starting April 12th and Reagan starting on August 30th.
Wow.
Thank
Nice
you
career.
again. Wow. Sure.
Mazel tov on all your
Yes.
stuff.
Thank you, Dennis.